So I'm making a Rainbow Six Siege video, and there was supposed to be commenting in it, but it didn't work for some reason. And my mic, it's like really screwy right now for some reason. And anyway, so just playing some Rainbow, and we're on house, and I'll commentate since the voice for the mic didn't really work for that. So while this video's playing, so I main Smoke and I main Glaz, and those are my two favorite characters. And this is just me checking if everything's in order, like my guns and all that. And yeah, and in a second, when this starts to load, you'll hear it like no sound for a second. Like, give it a minute. Like now, you won't hear any sound. It's because when I was recording this, I was checking how much time I had left, and so I had to press the Xbox home button, and that's why it wasn't really working. That's why you didn't hear any sound. So, yeah, my internet's pretty crap. That's why it takes a while to load. And yeah, that's really about it until I'm not going to really say that much until we get into the match.
We need to protect the biohazard container.
And as I got into the match, I forgot what map I was on, and I got like confused for a second. Then I realized we were on house. So I don't think anybody really listened, and I was trying to make them barricade up this wall because that would kind of like help. Because later in the round, you'll see me like die like horribly, and if that was all barricaded, I could have sat in there and probably not died. And I don't know how I just shot. I don't know how I actually hit that drone. I just pressed the trigger button, and I'm just kind of like screwing around right now with the tilt. And so I'm checking my cams to go see if there's anyone in the house. And just as I was about to get to the last cam, somebody shot it, and that got me a little bit like pissed off because I really wanted to check who was on the enemy team. And later I'd find out that my main betrayed me, and he's letting someone else play as them. And yeah, and I see one of my teammates get shot by them, and a termite just killed Maestro, I think. And it'd be pretty helpful if he was still alive using this camera, and he probably would have damaged that Maverick a little bit. You'll see what I mean. But he probably would have like hurt this Maverick a bit, like right now. He probably would have hurt that, and I probably would have killed him instead of just getting an injure. And I missed, and I got shot I was about to get shot by a Glaz. So, and if he was still alive and he hit that Maverick a little bit, I probably would have killed him and not have to worry about wasting that impact and that smoke on him. But he died a little bit too early. So I'm just sitting here, reloading, trying not to die. And then one of my teammates, Alibi, decides she wants to be little, like, hero. And she runs in and gets killed. And then I hear thermite, and that's when things start to go to shit, actually. I start to get shot by Glaz, and then I die after killing the thing. And so, after killing the thermite, and then I lose the round. And right now I'm like, you know what? I hate thermite now. And if that didn't happen, if thermite wasn't a thing, I probably wouldn't have died. So I'm doing this, right? We load into the round. I pick my favorite character ever, Glaz. And so, just fooling around with the fooling around with the check whatever your teammate has. So I'm fooling around with that, and then I go to check my loadout, checking that, see if everything's fine. I wanted to change the sights, but I was like, know what, I'm gonna keep reflex. So I decided I want to keep reflex, and then audio's about to cut out as well in a little bit. the others, you know, like, see, right now, it's because I'm checking the recording. And that's really about it for this, like, I'm still playing with the little menu. And I'm gonna keep quiet. No, wait, no, never mind. Round just started. So, as I'm doing that, I check with my drone, see where they are. As I'm going into this building, I thought they were downstairs in the garage because of the reinforcements. And so, then when I check, just as I'm about to get into the garage, somebody finds the objective. I was like, oh, come on. Then I have to turn around. Then, you know, somehow I survived Mute's little disruptor thing, even though I was like literally 2 feet behind it.
10 seconds to insertion.
And I'm surprised that the Jaeger even shot me because I was hiding behind like that little table post in the football. So,
Biohazard container located.
and then I spawn in.
Location.
I decide to be a little toxic boy, and then I run over to the the 3 little windows, and I check my recording again. That's why the audio went silent, and I checked, and I stopped moving. So I'm going over, and so if you're ever gonna go into these windows, I suggest going to the one with like the metal, because you can pretty much see everything from that window, and you won't get shot in your legs and stuff. And this is where I have absolute potato aim, and I'm surprised I even got like whoever that was, Smoke or Mute. I'm surprised I even hit one of them. So I go over to the other window, check around to see if I can see anybody, and I don't. So, you know, I descend down and I check the other one. And as soon as I get up there, it's 1v5. I mean 1v4, and 3v2. I can't really check. So then I hop in. I get really confused at this part when I walk into the room, and then however the ash kills him and that person destroys the camera. And why it shows the person who destroyed the camera last? Like, I got really confused there. And the audio cut out again because, you know, checking the recording. So I pick Smoke again, and pretty much the same thing. Just playing with the little menu thing. It's really all it is for the loading screen. But a bunch of people start to like rage quit, I guess. I'm not sure. After this, like, they like rage quit. And then so I go down to check the other team. I think that we're gonna lose, right? Because they have kind of high level. And then they leave, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, that's a big dub for us. So we probably will win this round, I think to myself. And then people start to join. And then I think, you know, next round, if we don't win this round, next round we're probably gonna lose, because, you know, more people means more of a difficulty or more of a challenge. So, you know, I decide to just, you know, run around. Thought I could barricade that. No other place to reinforce, so I decide to run. I decide to run to the dining room. And so, as I'm running to the dining room, something spots me, and I thought someone was following me. So then I decide to like be a little bit of a, I decide to be extra toxic boy, and I check out the window. I'm gonna camp at the window, see if anybody spawns at River Docks, and I decide to reinforce these these walls, just in case I need to like back up, or like I need to take cover behind the wall if somebody's coming from those doors. And then I realize no one's coming from the River Docks or side street. And so I run back to the dining room. Actually, no, wait, I'm stupid. The living room. I'm like, you know what, nah. And then I'm like, nah. Then I decide to run down into the basement. So, as I'm running into the basement, I thought I heard someone coming from that like little storage place. So I like check all around, and then I hear shots. And as I hear those shots, I run back upstairs to the living room. And then we win the round. And I know like it kind of like skipped, like the video it skipped, but it's because my recording stopped and I hopped out the window. I hopped out the window behind this maestro, and then there was a glass out there, and he shot the maestro. Then I hopped out just as soon as he got shot, and then I got shot in the head. And then the Echo, he ran around the flank and killed the glass. And that's why it kind of like cut over to like the next, like to the kill feed, because my recording stopped. And you know, as I'm doing that, I wait for the next round. Like I'm still screwing around with the recording so I can get it like all nice and like good, so that it can what do you call it? I don't know, be great when I'm recording this next round. So I get the recording up and running when the round starts.
Find the biohazard
So I pick
container.
glass, and I just found out that you could do this like a couple hours, like 10 minutes before I started to film this video. I like tried to do this before I found this out, that you could like go through there. And so then when I found that out, I was like, oh, that makes my life a whole lot easier. So then I go in there, and then I see a Jaeger teabagging a Leeson, and I thought this place would be a good idea to hide inside the Leeson, because like it's like open right there, and I didn't think anybody could see me,
10 seconds.
but somebody could, and then I got shot by the Jaeger. Son of the guy that did the Burger King foot lettuce thing. So when I did that,
Biohazard container located.
I ran over. I was about to shoot the cam, but the Ash did, so I was like, never mind. So I flip open my sight. I start running over to that like treehouse thing with Habana. I thought Habana was gonna go up there, so I was like, I kind of like ran a little bit slower. Like I started to go back on the moving thing, so she could get up there first, so I didn't have to wait. And so I decided to shoot open the window, and then I think it was Pulse, but Pulse died just before I could kill him.
Secure the container.
And so I hopped down. I probably like sprained like 2 of my ankles, and I hopped in. I waited out there first to see if anybody would come over, and then nobody did, so I just hopped in. And I forgot that the bandit was still alive, and when I saw the bandit die, I was like, wait, who's bandit? Who was bandit? Then it was Tallest. I don't know who that is, but you know. So I'm doing this, right? So at the end of the match, I go claim my renown award. So after I claim that, I go over to my packs, and I said, I swear to God, if I don't get an alpha pack, I'm gonna like be so pissed. But I got an alpha pack, but the alpha pack didn't please me that much, because you'll see. Because I get a really bad weapon skin in it, and I got confused because it didn't let me open it. So and then I checked get pack, and that worked. So I was like, why isn't the alpha pack working? Then I checked it again, and it worked.